Fred, I also wanted to ask you about your upcoming book, Find the Helpers: What 9/11 in Parkland Taught Me About Recovery, Purpose, and Hope. Tell me about the book.
And I appreciate you asking me about this. After my brother died, 4 months before Jamie was killed, I thought I was going through a really brutal time. My brother and I were exceptionally close, and my family had never gone through anything like that before. And then 4 months later, my daughter was killed. And no disrespect to my brother, that was 1,000 times worse. And anyone who has watched me knows I kind of went into this mission to do something about what happened to my family. Much of my mission was driven by a conversation that I had with now Vice President Biden and soon to be President Biden, maybe 10 days after Jamie was killed, where he talked to me about how he got through grief and mission and purpose. And in the months following, as my story started to evolve, I was journaling everything and I was writing things down every day. And I wanted to tell my story because what really was clear to me is my story wasn't one about grief. It wasn't one about horror. My story was about these amazing people who were a part of my life or became a part of my life that carried me, that brought me forward, that helped me to take that next step, to be okay. And so I wrote my story because I want people to know no matter what we go through in life, we can go forward. We can find our path. We can find a path to being okay, and we do it with others. Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, if you're old like me, you grew up watching him. I
did too.
Okay, he's got a famous quote where he talks about his mother saying to him, if ever there are terrible things happening in the world or tragedy, always look to the helpers, the policemen, the firemen, your neighbor. As long as there are helpers, there is hope. My book is one of hope. My book is about my neighbors, my friends, new friends, people in the gun safety movement, Vice President Biden, and the story of how we became connected, Speaker Pelosi, and how she helped me in my mission, but how she also helped me the night that I got removed from the State of the Union. So amazing people who have been there to lift me up when I've been feeling weak, and who have strengthened me. And in this time of coronavirus, where we now have 150,000 people who have died, and families who are dealing with the realities that people they love are dying alone and being buried alone. These are tough moments for this country. And I want this country to know we're gonna be okay. Focus on your helpers. Utilize media, the technology to stay connected to people. Use Zoom, or whatever format. Stay connected with the people who love you and the people who you love. We're going to get through this.
The book is Find the Helpers, coming out, I believe, on September 15th, right?
September 15th, available right now on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and the independent bookstore links. So I hope people will take a look at it.
I hope so as well. And also Monday, August 3rd, TYT will be airing Parkland Rising. So everyone definitely, it's not far off. Check that out as well. Fred, as always, we appreciate your time. We know you've got a lot of irons in the fire.
Thank you, and I appreciate you all a whole lot. So thank you.
Thank you. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.